So this is the Wild Mountain Time. And yeah, Scotch. So talking about the heather. Oh, there it is. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows among the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme all among the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all among the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love he were gone, I would never take another where the wild mountain thyme grows among the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all among the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all among the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? So here is the oldest song I will do this evening. It dates from the 1300s, the 14th century. Words by Carol O'Daly. And originally it was all in Gaelic. It was called Eileen Arun. Excuse me. When, like the dawning day, Eileen Arun, love sends its early ray. Eileen Arun, what makes that dawning glow, changeless through joy and woe? Only the constant know. Eileen Arun. Who in the song so sweet, Eileen Arun, who in the dance so fleet, Eileen Arun. Dear are her charms to me, dearer her laughter free, dear must in time decay. Eileen, our own, beauty must fade away. Eileen, our own, castles are sacked in war, chieftains are scattered far. Truth is a constant star, Eileen, our own. Truth is a constant star. I'll just let that lie there. Well, this next song has a bit of falsehood in it. In the late 1700s, a Scottish regiment, the 25th Regiment of Foot, which was the king's own Scottish borderers, they were under the command of the king, ultimately. Well, they were stationed in southwest Scotland before heading off to Minorca, an island off the coast of Spain. And Lord Lennox was their commander. And in this song, someone is recounting how the soldiers came to town with their uniforms and glistening weaponry, and they dazzled all our lassies' eyes. The local boys couldn't get anywhere because of those soldiers. And in the middle, there's a very interesting bit of a line that the soldier feeds his sweetheart. So here's the green plaid. A plaid or a plaid was a long length of fabric which the soldier used as a carrying sack and as a bedroll and as a garment and as a cloak. And it was also very useful for providing a bit of privacy if you were dandling a local girl on your knee. On the 26th of July, Lord Lennox's men came here, and they dazzled all our lassies' eyes, their armor shone so clear. They dazzled all our lassies' eyes when they met them in the street, but when they met them in the lane, they kissed them so sweet. Will you go along with me, my bonny, bonny lass, and I'll roll you in my green plaid as we lie upon the grass. If I were to go along with you and give to you my hand, your colonel, he would part us before we left the land. Never mind the colonel, he loves you as his life, for he's given to us an order, each man should take a wife, each man to him a wife, my dear, to keep him good company. And I'll roll you in my green plaid as we sail on the sea. What would my mom and daddy think if they knew I were with thee, rolling in your green plaid and dandling on your knee? Never mind your mom and dad, for what do you repine? If I had you in Minorca, 'tis you would drink the wine. You'd drink wine and brandy and keep a right company. And I'll roll you in my green plaid as we sail upon the sea. Now they've gone to Minorca, but they left the girls behind. Yes, they've gone off to Minorca for the sake of Spanish wine. And some of them were sorry, and some of them right glad. But I wish that I'd gone with them, rolled up in and dandling on his knee. It's going to be one of the best lines ever. Oh, the colonel's ordered us all to get married right away. Yeah, right. Well, here's a song I've been singing for many years, in March and other months. It's a great old song from Ireland called Colcannon, which is the name of a dish made with potatoes, of course, and cream and scallions and cabbage, I think, and all kinds of things. But anyway, Colcannon. Oh, didn't you ever eat potato cake that's made with thickened cream, with the greens and scallions mingled like a picture in a dream? And didn't you ever make a hole in top to hold the melting flake of the creamy flavored butter that our mothers used to make? Oh, you did, so did he, and so did I. And the more I think about it, well, the nearer I'm to cry. Ah, but weren't they the happy days when troubles we knew not, and our mothers made colcannon in the little skillet pot? Oh, didn't you ever take potato cake or buxty to the school, tucked underneath your oxter with your books, your slate, your rule? And when teacher wasn't looking, sure a great big bite you take of the creamy flavored, soft and melting sweet potato cake. Oh, you did, so did she, and so did I. And the more I think about it, well, the nearer I'm to cry. Ah, but weren't they the happy days when troubles we knew not, and our mothers made colcannon in the little skillet pot? Oh, didn't you ever go a-courting, boys, as the evening sun went down, and the moon was seen a-peeping from behind the hills adown, and you'd walk along the boreen where the chloricons are seen, and you'd whisper loving phrases to your own dear sweet Colleen? Oh, you did, so did he, and so did I. And the more I think about it, well, the nearer I'm to cry. Ah, but weren't they the happy days when troubles we knew not, and our mothers made colcannon in the little skillet pot? This is the broom of the Cowdennows. And Cowdennows is spelled Cowdenknowes, pronounced Cowdennows. And it rhymes with yows, which is how the Scots pronounce the word EWES, ewes, or lady sheep. The shepherd is remembering the great times he had herding his sweetheart's father's yows in the Cowdennows. And I love the second verse. He says, "We neither herded yows nor lambs while the flock near us lay." He doesn't tell you what they were doing. He just says that they weren't herding. So you can use your imagination. And then for some reason he has to leave. He's banished. Anyway, the broom of the Cowdennows. Ah, blithe each morn was I to see my lass coming over the hill. She skipped the burn and ran to me. I met her with goodwill. Oh, the broom, the bonny, bonny broom, the broom of the Cowdennows. Fain would I be in my ain country, herding her father's yows. days, while the flock near us lay. She gathered in the sheep at night and cheered me all the day. Oh, the broom, the bonny, bonny broom, the broom o' the Cowden knows. Fain would I be in my ain country, herding her father's ewes. Hard fate that I should banish be, gone way over hill and moor, because I love the fairest lass that ever yet was born. Oh, the broom, the bonny, bonny broom, the broom o' the Cowden knows. Fain would I be in my ain country, herding her father's ewes. Adieu, ye Cowden ewes, adieu. Farewell, all pleasure there, to wander by her side again is all I crave or care. Oh, the broom, the bonny, bonny broom, the broom o' the Cowden knows. Fain would I be in my ain country, herding her father's ewes. Oh, the broom, the bonny, bonny broom, the broom o' the Cowden knows. Fain would I be in my ain country, herding her father's ewes. She moved through the fair. Very old song. And it appears to have a ghost in it. The last verse says, last night his beloved came to him in a dream and said, it won't be long till we're married. However, they're not going to get married because they went to the fair and he lost track of her. Just misplaced her at the fair. And in the beginning it says, my mother won't mind and my father won't slight you for your lack of kine. And it's not lack of kind as many people think. It's a lack of kine, K-I-N-E, which is cattle. And at the time this was written, having a big herd of cows was the most wealth you could attain. The more cows you had, the better off you were. So here is She Moved Through the Fair. My love said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't slight you for your lack of kind. Then she stepped away from me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. She stepped away from me, and she moved through the fair. And one star awake as the swan in the evening moves over the lake. The people were saying no two ever were wed, but one had a sorrow that never was said, and she smiled as she passed me with her goods and her gear, and that was the last that I saw of my dear. Last night she came to me, in a dream she came in, so softly she came that her feet made no din, and she laid her hand on me, and this she did say: it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. It will not be long, love, till our wedding day. Dear me. Just, that was the last he saw of her as she moved off through the fair. Fairs were enormous things back in the 16, 17, 18, even 1800s. You would have, 10,000 cattle driven by their keepers to a great big field to sell them all. So, and then, of course, people came to take care of those people, to entertain them and to sell them food and drink. And they had their own little courts to handle all the drunken escapades. This was written in 1915, a poem by a woman named Violet Jacob. Violet, such a great name. There's very few Violets anymore, but what a nice name. She wrote a poem called The Wild Geese. And in 1985, Jim Reed set it to music, and they're both Scottish. And in the poem, a Scotsman who is wandering far from home, which is what most Scotsmen did, they left home and they wandered around and they yearned for home. Well, here comes the north wind blasting him in the face, and he said, "Hey, you just came from Scotland. How are things there?" And this being a poem, the wind answers him and says, "Oh, I've seen the Firth of Forth, and I've seen the River Tay and the Angus Hills," and yada, yada, yada. And the one word I've left to rhyme is mare, which means more. I dare not listen, mare. I dare not listen more. Oh, tell me what was on your mind, ye roaring norland wind, as ye came blowing from the land that's never from my mind. and rise. And oft I felt the creeping mist on yonder shore that lies. But tell me as you pass them by, what saw ye on the way? My man, I've rocked the roving gulls that sail above the Tay. But saw ye nothing lying wind before you came to Fife? As much that lies beyond the Tay means more to me than life. My man, I've swept the Angus hills ye have not trod for years. Oh, wind, forgive a homeless fool who cannot see for tears. And far above the Angus fields I saw the wild geese flee, a long, long skein of beaten wings with their heads toward the sea. And I their crying voices trailed along the morning air. Oh, wind, have mercy, hold your words, I dare not listen more. But here's a more cheerful one. Years ago, if you traveled around Scotland, and you might still, oh, actually Ireland, you might enter a bar or a pub, and over the bar would be a picture of a greyhound named Master McGraw, M-C-G-R-A-T-H. The T-H is silent. And back in 1869, this greyhound raced against an English greyhound named White Rose. She was a bitch, which is what you call a female dog. And Master McGraw won, beat England. And so all over Ireland, the victory over England was constantly toasted and remembered for a long time. And in this song, in the middle of the race, Master McGraw and White Rose engage in a conversation. It's wonderful. They talk just like you would imagine an Irish greyhound and an English greyhound to talk. So here's Master McGraw. 1869 being the date of the year, the Waterloo sportsmen they all did appear, to win the great prize and to bear it awa', ne'er counting on Ireland and Master McGraw. And when they arrived there in big London town, the great English sportsmen they all gathered round. One of the gentlemen gave a haw-haw, "Is that the great dog you call Master McGraw?" Lord Lurgan stepped forward and said, "Gentlemen, if there's any among you with money to spend for your great English greyhound, I don't care a straw, 5,000 to 1 upon Master McGraw." White Rose stood uncovered, the great English pride. Her trainer and owner were both by her side. They led her away and the crowd cried, "Hurrah for the pride of all England and Master McGraw." As Rose and the master they both ran along, "I wonder," said Rose, "what took you from your home? You should have stayed there in your Irish domain, not come to seek laurels on Albion's plain." I know, said McGraw, we have wild heather bogs, but you'll find in old Ireland we've good men and dogs. Lead on, bold Britannia, give none of your jaw. Stuff that up your nostrils, said Master McGraw. The hare she led on, what a beautiful view! As swift as the wind o'er the green field she flew. He jumped on her back and he held up his paw. 3 cheers for old Ireland, cried Master McGraw. I've known many greyhounds that filled me with pride in the days that are gone, and it can't be denied. But the greatest and bravest the world ever saw was our champion of champions, brave Master McGraw. Oh dear. Well, another sad one, just because they're so pretty. And this is one that was in heavy airplay in my distant youth, in the 90s, but done by Silly Wizard, the Blackbird. So romantic. And of course, Andy M. Stewart sang it from a man's point of view, but the original actually, I believe, is from a woman's point of view. So here we go. I am a young maiden, my story is sad. For once I was carefree and in love with a lad. He courted me sweetly by night and by day. Oh, but now he has left me and sailed far away. Oh, if I were a blackbird, could whistle and sing, I'd follow the vessel my true love sails in, and in the top rigging I would there build my nest, and I'd flutter my wings o'er his lily white breast. He sailed o'er the ocean, his fortune to seek, though I missed his caress and his kiss on my cheek. He returned and I told him my love was still warm, but he turned away lightly, and great was his scorn. Oh, if I were a blackbird, could whistle and sing, I'd follow the vessel my true love sails in, and in the top rigging I would there build my nest, and I'd flutter my wings o'er his lily white breast. He offered to take me to Donnybrook Fair, and to buy me fine ribbons to tie up my hair. He offered to marry and to stay by my side, but he sails in the morning, he sails with the tide. If I were a blackbird, could whistle and sing, I'd follow the vessel my true love sails in, and in the top rigging I would there build my nest, and I'd flutter my wings o'er his lily white breast. My parents would chide me and will not agree, saying that me and my false love married should never be. Ah, but let them deprive me, let them do what they will, while there's breath in my body, he's the one that I love still. Oh, if I were a blackbird, could whistle and sing, I'd follow the vessel my true love sails in, and in the top rigging I would there build my nest, and I'd flutter my wings o'er his lily white breast. We'll sing about Rattlin', Roarin' Willie. Robert Burns wrote a great many poems, but no music. He always said, sing this poem to this melody, and people knew lots and lots of melodies. And in this case, it was a fiddle tune because it's about a fiddler, Rattlin', Roarin' Willie, who's out fiddling, having a really good time. And the singer of the song keeps saying that he's welcome home, no matter what he's been up to. Oh, rattlin', roarin' Willie, oh, he held to the fair, and for to sell his fiddle and buy some other ware, but parting wi' his fiddle, the salt tear blinded his ee. Rattlin', roarin' Willie, you're welcome home to me. Oh, Willie, come sell your fiddle so fine. Oh, Willie, come sell your fiddle and buy a pint of wine. If I should sell me fiddle, the world would think I was mad. Many a rantin' day me fiddle and I hae had. As I came by Crocallin, I cannily keek it in, and rattlin', roarin' Willie was sittin' at yon board end, among good company. Rattlin', roarin' Willie, you're welcome home to me. That's all there is. Well, a while back, I took one of the most beloved melodies that exists, the air from Londonderry, or the tune for Danny Boy, and I wrote new words for it. So here are my words, written for my niece's wedding, so appropriate for a wedding or any time. Come take my hand, the road leads on before us. We cannot know what lies around the bend. The sun may shine, or gentle rain fall softly. I'll be with you, on that you can depend. And I will know your love is here beside me, and we will know a love that has no end. Come take my hand, we'll walk this road together, and come what may, I'll always be your truest friend. I long to make the journey fair and easy, and banish storms and gloomy skies of gray. But my love, that's more than I can promise, for none may know what lies beyond today. But I will know your love is here the castle of Dromore. Dromore, which I've tried to see if that's a real place. It doesn't appear to be. But in the song, winter is coming, the October winds are lamenting around the castle of Dromore. And a mother and her baby are hiding from dark plots and banshees, who are female demons, and in this case they seem to be set upon her by the Owen clan. It's very Game of Thrones. So here we have the castle of Dromore. The October winds lament around the castle of Dromore, yet peace lies in her lofty halls, my loving treasure store. Though autumn leaves may droop and die, a bud of spring are you. Sing Hushabye-loo, lo-loo, lo-lam, Hushabye-loo. Dread spirit of the black water, Clan Owen's wild banshees, bring no ill will to hinder us, my helpless babe and me. And Holy Mary, pity us, to heaven for grace doth sue. Sing Hushabye-loo, lo-loo, lo-lam, Hushabye-loo. Take time to thrive, my ray of hope, in the gardens of Dromore. Take heed, young eaglet, till thy wings are feathered, fit to soar. A little rest, and then the world is full of work to do. Sing Hushabye-loo, lo-loo, lo-lam, Hushabye-loo. Sing Hushabye, lo-loo, lo-lam, Hushabye-loo. A Scottish song, Loch Lomond, which most of us have warbled at some time or another in our youth, if we're of a certain age. But I never really knew the story behind it. It's the story of a man named Robert King, who fought in the Battle of Culloden, which was the famous battle that ended any hopes of Scottish independence back in 1746. Robert fought despite the fact that he was 73. And he left his beloved wife Janet behind, and he and other captured soldiers were due to be executed, but he volunteered to take the place of a younger man who was released and took the high road back to Scotland. And King took the low road of death, and his spirit got home quicker. So that's, you take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before you. And the vocabulary words are braes, which are steep hills, the gloaming, which is the twilight, and ken means to know. By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, 'Twas there that we parted in yon shady glen, on the steep, steep side of Ben Lomond, where in soft purple hue the highland hills we view, and the moon coming out in the gloaming. You take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. But me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. The wee birds sing and the wild flowers spring, and in sunshine the waters are sleeping. But the broken-hearted kens no second spring again, though the woeful may cease from their grieving. You take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. But me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. You take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. But me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. And we have to end with the parting glass, for heaven's sakes, which is claimed vigorously by both sides. Both the Scots and the Irish say, this is our song. And they will get into fistfights over it if it's a late night in a bar. But anyway, it appears to be way back originally Scottish, and then it came into the Irish tradition. So it's an ecumenical thing. The parting glass. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend, and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town, who sorely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and her ruby lips, I own she has my heart in thrall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly